Welcome to the element training video for relative effects. And we're going to take a look at how to record them and what to do with them. So a relative effect is you set the devices, in this case moving lights, at a place, at a center point, and then you apply the effect on top of them. A circle is a great example, and the lights will start moving in the circle around that center point. So there are three types, focus, color, and linear. The only real difference with linear is it's for a single parameter, like iris, for instance. So let's go ahead. We're going to actually do a focus parameter, which is a focus relative effect, which is fairly easy to do and straightforward. To get started, we've already got our fixtures pointed at the cyc of our little demo theater, and we have them selected, but we'll come back to that. What we're going to first start off with doing is double tapping the effect key, which shows us our pre-canned or pre-configured relative effects. There are 16 of them: circle, square, figure eight, and so on down the line. They're a combination of focus effects and linear and a couple of color ones in there. So you have different options of things you can apply. We're going to remember that, in this case, effect number 901 is the circle, and that's where we're going to start. So we're going to come back to live, and we're going to select our fixtures again, 101 through 106. And again, they're already where we want them. We're going to come to our ML controls just so we can kind of see what's occurring. We're going to go to Effect 901, Enter, and our lights start moving in a fairly large circle, as you can see on our visualizer. And you get a little idea of what's occurring here. This space won't necessarily have anything to do with what's going on in your stage, but it'll give you an idea of the shape the lights are moving in. So what we want to do is we want to come into the effect to do some editing at this point. So we're going to clear the command line, tap Effect. We're now looking at the effect live. And as we did with the absolute effects, we come into S5 for our status or Q level overrides. And we're now looking at some controls that we can edit. Rate is the speed at which the fixtures are moving. In this case, what we want to work with is size. We access size by going S2. We want to make it a little bit smaller, so we'll come down to, let's try 20%. Now that's a little too small of a circle, so now we'll go S2 and let's try 50%. That's a pretty good size circle. And the lights are moving around in a way we may or may not like. If we like this size and the rate, then we can simply record this into a cue. Or there's some other changes we can make. Horizontal and vertical form both impact kind of the shape of the effect. Let's take a look. We'll play with horizontal for a quick second. We'll go horizontal form at 25% and enter. And you'll notice they're now making kind of an oval. In this case, we liked the circle, so we'll go back to that, and we'll go S4 back to 100%. And we're going to go in one step farther, much like we did with the absolute effect, and we're going to come into S6, and we're going to edit the effect itself. Right now, we're going to take a look at grouping again, and we're going to select grouping. Right now, they're spread equally around the circle. If we go to a grouping of 1, you'll notice all the lights work from the same point. And this may be an effect we're trying for. We can add a trail to that. Maybe we don't want them evenly spread, but we want a little follow the leader kind of thing going on, which is what trail will do for us. And now they're kind of following each other around. We're going to come back to even and spread around the circle, because the next one that I show you will be a little more clear. We have entry behavior. Right now it's immediate. If we use cascade, you'll notice that they start all together at the center, and then one at a time they come out of the effect. We'll come back to immediate. I'll show you the change one more time. Selecting cascade, and if you watch the visualizer, 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, and they roll out. And we'll just leave it in immediate. So we've made some adjustments to our effect. It's in red, which means there's manual information. And if we want to update that, we do update effect 901. So it's update effect and then 901 and enter. And we've just updated that effect 901, the settings that were there for it. So that's kind of working with a relative effect, but we're going to come back to our live view, which are already there. We're going to select our fixtures one more time. And we can see here on our view that we've shrunk the size of the effect. We simply hit Effect enter, and the effect stops and the fixtures go back to where they started. And that's looking at working with relative effects. Thank you.